This doesn't look like Branchville, but it's what could have become Branchville had it not been for the railroads. This is the location of Branch's Bridge. As you can tell, it's not the original bridge. Branch's Bridge was the only crossing of the Meherrin River for quite a distance either way. So it was a very popular spot back in the 18th and 19th century. I can't find the exact details of what side the town would have been on or what where the settlement was, but I believe it's off to the right here. My logic behind that would be that the majority of traffic would have been coming from the north. Hence, this is what would be the north side of the river. And I'm guessing that's where the settlement was. The settlement and the land around here all the way up to the town, which is basically in that general direction for about 3 miles away, was owned by a man named Branch. Hence the name Branch's Bridge. As you probably already know, bridges in the colonial era were very important things to get across fairly fast running rivers like this. And anybody needing to get across this river with goods or just people had to pay the ferry or pay the bridge toll. And that could have been a very lucrative endeavor, as I believe it was for Mr. Branch. So we're going to get back in the truck and run up about 3 or 4 miles till we get to Branchville and take a look around. Thanks for joining me today. Like the sign says, Branchville became incorporated in 1908 by the Virginia State Legislature and signed into by the governor. What we have here is the Branchville Fire Department and Town Office. You got to mix things up when you're a town this small. I think they're at 120, 123. Population numbers for Branchville. I keep wanting to say Townville. I don't know why. Maybe Powerpuff Girls got too much of an influence on me. According to census data, Branchville has fluctuated from, I think the number was 53 in the year 2000, up to its current number of about 125, and that was as of the 2020 census. There are some absolutely gorgeous little houses out here. Some big, some small, some in bad shape, some in great shape, like this one. And for those of you wondering, the zip code here is 23828. Nice, quaint little post office serving Branchville and the rural area around it. Beautiful magnolia tree right there too. In case you're wondering, the post office is only open from 12:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and 9:30 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Here's some remnants of what was retail, I guess. Some kind of shop. I haven't seen anything of any current retail. Kind of sad, but it's truly a bedroom community. Thinking this is the old freight office, old train depot possibly. Doesn't look like the construction is such, but who knows. If you look down that way, that's the road to Branch's Bridge. Branch's Bridge moved up here because of the railroad. We got the details of these buildings from a gentleman who grew up here, who doesn't live here anymore. He's moved off to Cortland by the name of Maurice. The building on the left was a little store, and the smaller building further down there was a beauty salon, and the overgrown building here on the right was in actuality the train depot. So off in the distance there, you can see the current fire department and town hall. And if you look on the left side there is an old tree that's fallen, and the siren there, that's what's left of the old fire department. I guess it all got amalgamated into one building. judicious use of funds, in my opinion. So the small building here, BVFD, Branchville Volunteer Fire Department. I'm wondering if that's their meeting facility or if they meet at the station. I don't know. That's nothing I can find out easily. Next to the Volunteer Fire Department building, we have the Branchville Community Center. This was formerly a church that has been converted, probably taken over by the town due to non-payment of taxes or something over the years. You can see the beautiful milk glass, stained glass, or I believe it's just milk glass, but it's not stained glass. Sad to see houses in this state with a beautiful roof like that. It's a metal roof with some kind of inlay, imprint, or something like that. Probably was very cool when it was new. This church has seen much better days. I'm thinking that it's not in use anymore. The roof is in terrible shape, shingles lost, rot. There's big cracks that are probably structural. If you look closely at the round window up there, you can see a crack that goes all the way up to the peak and comes down to the peak of that big window in the center there. This is one of those things you run into on country roads, and you know what? You just sit back and enjoy the scenery. Because as soon as he's able to get over, unless you're riding up on his butt, he's going to get out of the way. They were here first.